Somebody is going to tell you that the average person your age has more saved than you do. That's usually true, and it's usually useless, because averages are where math goes to lie to you politely. Three people, one number, and a question that sounds simple until you actually try to answer it. Are you behind? Let's meet them. Priya is 29, works in logistics, makes about $58,000 a year. She drives a car with 140,000 miles on it and has never once looked up what her co-workers earn because she genuinely doesn't want to know. She's been putting away 15% of every paycheck since her first job at 23, mostly on autopilot, mostly without thinking about it. Marcus is 44, runs operations for a mid-sized distributor, makes $118,000. He's the guy who reads the market recap every morning and still somehow never gets around to opening his 401k statement. He knows the number is there. He hasn't looked in 3 years. Dana is 44 too. A nurse, makes $71,000. She started saving late, 34. After a divorce reset almost everything she had. She's been catching up hard ever since, and she's tired of people telling her it's too late. Here's the twist nobody warns you about. There are 2 timelines running under your life at the same time, and you've only ever been shown one of them. Timeline 1 is growth, money sitting in the market, quietly multiplying while you sleep, while you argue with your sibling about the holidays, while you forget it exists. This is the one every finance video shows you. The smooth green curve climbing toward the top right corner of the screen. Timeline 2 is cost. The price of the life you're saving for going up at the same time, sometimes faster. Rent. A kid's tuition. The number you'll actually need the day you stop working. Nobody draws this line on the chart, but it's moving the entire time the first one is. You don't win by outrunning Timeline 2 through effort alone. You win by starting Timeline 1 early enough and left alone long enough that it eventually laps it. Let's do the actual math, because vague encouragement doesn't pay anybody's rent. Priya starts at 23 with $400 a month into an index fund. Nothing dramatic, no raises added, no genius stock picks. Just $400 a month for 42 years until 65. At a real 7% return after inflation, she finishes with somewhere around $980,000 in today's purchasing power. Dana starts the same $400 a month, but at 34, 34 instead of 23. Same fund, same rate, same discipline, just 11 fewer years. She finishes around $460,000. 11 years cost her more than $500,000. Not because she did anything wrong, because time is the one input in this equation you cannot buy back at any price, no matter how much you're willing to sacrifice later. This is why Dana catching up hard at 34 still matters enormously. She's not chasing Priya. She's racing the version of herself that would have started at 40 instead. Now Marcus, double Priya's income for most of his career. Bigger house, 2 car payments, a rotating cast of subscriptions he forgot he signed up for. He's been putting away roughly $250 a month when he remembers to. He'll land somewhere near $310,000 by 65. Higher income, lower outcome than either woman. Not a personality flaw, arithmetic wearing a suit. Every raise he ever got had somewhere to go before it ever reached an account that compounds. This is the part that should bother you more than any of the individual numbers. Income barely shows up in the outcome. What shows up is what percentage went in and how many years it was left alone. There's a second lie worth naming. the difference between the number on your statement and the number you actually get to spend. If that $980,000 or $460,000 is sitting in a pre-tax account, the government has quietly been a partner in it the whole time and has never shown up to a single meeting. A dollar on the screen and a dollar in your pocket are not the same dollar. Plan around the second one. None of this is a scolding. If you started late, the honest reply is, so did most people. The rules genuinely changed underneath everyone born after about 1965. Pensions mostly disappeared, home prices outran wages for decades, and somewhere in there, "Are you on track?" became a question you're expected to answer alone with a spreadsheet nobody handed you. So here's the only question actually worth asking yourself tonight. And it isn't, how much do I have? It's this. Of the two timelines, which one have I been feeding? And which one have I been ignoring? You can't control the market. You can't control tuition inflation or your rent renewal. You can control exactly one lever. What percentage of this month's income goes to timeline 1 before timeline 2 gets a single dollar of it? Start there. Everything else is decoration. This is a general illustration of compounding, not financial advice. Talk to a professional about your specific numbers.